All right, so I just finished making my croissant dough. And now I'm going to make my butter block so that I have everything in place before I start laminating. And laminating is turning that dough so that we have dough, butter, dough, butter. We have, for every time we fold the dough, there's different wordage for what kind of fold you're making or turn you're making. And we have a letter fold and we have a book fold. And if you think about it, letter fold is in 3. And a book fold, think of it with a spine, and you turn it over once and then you turn it over to the spine. And don't worry, we'll do it. We'll do both. Okay, that's my 14 ounces of butter. Now in class, chef also put flour into it, and I think that was what was helping the butter to be more pliable, but I am not gonna do that. And she also did the butter block in the mixer. But I'm also not gonna do that because in my experience, that incorporates some air into the butter that I don't want. I want to have it just butter. And my butter is at room temperature. I can play with it, but it's not melty. And it's still kind of cold, but not cold. So temperature is key so badly in this recipe. You have to keep everything just cold enough. That's why in the summertime is not a good time to make croissants. You cannot control your temperature nearly so efficiently. Thankfully in California, our humidity is pretty even Steven. I think that's actually pretty good. So what I'm looking for when I'm making my butter block is that I'm gonna have nice square corners. And this is so that I can minimize how much waste I have when I'm making my turns in my dough. If I have it square and I'm rolling things out in rectangles and folding things over with square edges, I want everything to start out pretty square. And also, this is not gonna be very thin at first because as I roll it out, it's gonna get thinner and thinner and thinner. So I wanna start off fairly thick. This is like half an inch. So it's also key to have it the same thickness all around. So it's a little bit thinner in this corner. I'm okay with that. If it's just in that corner, I'm okay with that. So now, because my dough is going to be chilling out in the cooler for 2 hours, I think our high temperature today is going to be 76 outside, and it stays pretty cool in my house. I am going to just leave this out on the counter because it's pretty cold and I don't want it to go super cold back into the fridge so that I have to temper it back up again. Right now, I can still move it. And if I can move it and it's not melting, that's great. That's exactly what I want because I want my butter to be able to move and not crack in my dough. So that's exactly what it should look like. And now that I'm messing with it, hopefully it can just but see, if you can see here, because I didn't put it into the mixer, I didn't incorporate a lot of air into it. If I just kind of pat this down, I get all those little air bubbles out. And then I have a smooth surface to work with, and I have the greatest chance of having success here. I want to give myself every chance of success, so every step counts. Okay? All right. So while that's doing its thing and the dough is doing its thing, I'm going to go do something else.